it's Eve here from Mystic Rainbow Tarot. Thank you for tuning in today. So this is a reading about Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes, and several people have asked for an update on them. So I'm just going to get the cards and see how they are doing. Also, I have been wishing you all well, as I appreciate you all very much. So anyway, let's shuffle the cards. So Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. What's happening with these two at the moment? Please tell us any messages about Shawn and Camila and their relationship together. Shawn and Camila. Messages we're allowed to know about Shawn and Camila. Shawn and Camila. Shawn and Camila. So let's see what we've got. So I'll just put these cards to one side. So the first card we've got is the Page of Ariel. Put that up where you can see it. So I feel this card relates to Shawn and Camila's relationship when it had just started, and I feel it was just a summer romance first of all, like a holiday romance. And they were just enjoying each other's company and going with the flow and seeing where it would take them. And they had just released their song Senorita. But what I'm getting is, while they were working together and filming this, their feelings for each other came rushing back, because this isn't the first time they've had feelings for each other. They fell for each other when they were teenagers, but never dated back then, as they felt too young and couldn't handle how they felt about each other. So they stayed as on and off friends and have always stayed mostly in contact. But in the summer, they realised they had a special bond that was too strong for them to ignore anymore. Shawn did try to ask Camila out in the past when she was single, but she felt he was too young and just maybe had some sort of crush on her. But this summer things were different, because they were both older and Camila realised that Shawn's feelings were real and not just a passing crush, because Shawn managed to convince her that they could have something together. So I feel by the end of the summer, Camila had fallen in love with Shawn, and Shawn was already in love with Camila at the start of things. So this is Shawn's dream come true, really. But also Camila is pleased now. She feels like Shawn is her knight in shining armour who swept her off her feet and proved to her they really could have something very special together. So now they are both putting the effort in to their relationship, and they feel it's going the way they want it to. They now have enough time to spend some quality time together and realise they want to continue this long term. I think they kind of tested it out in the summer. The next card we have is the Five of Rafael. I'll hold that up to where hopefully you can see it. So this card relates to Camila, I feel, and she went through some disappointment and sadness when she broke up with her ex Matthew, and I do feel she would have benefited from a longer amount of time on her own before she started dating Shawn to probably get over the breakup. But Shawn wanted to make Camila happy and push for things to happen quickly between them, because Shawn already had feelings for Camilla and wanted to be there for her, you know, a shoulder to cry on, and he really helped her put her sorrows behind her and managed to show her what was sort of good and positive and what was going well in her life. I feel like Shawn looks very strong, but he also has a sensitive side, and he is the sort of friend you can always rely on for support, and he brought this to their relationship, which has really helped Camilla to move on. He distracted her from the past, type of thing, and she appreciates this about Shawn. Yeah, so that's that one. So the next card we have is the Page of Gabriel. So I'll put that hopefully where you can see it a bit better. This card relates to a work project brought them back into each other's lives, which turned into a new relationship, and it's just the kind of relationship they were looking for. I feel it's fun, exciting and fulfilling for them. Camilla also feels that her past relationship with her ex was not good for her and came at a wrong time for her. But she feels she has something completely different with Shawn now. Shawn is younger and has a lot of energy and passion, and they enjoy similar interests. They've got a lot more in common, her and Shawn, which balances the relationship. So I feel this relationship is moving forward now and growing and developing into something long term. They do see a lot of potential for the future together, and are both willing to put the time and effort into it and basically give it all they've got. They are very young and don't have a lot of experience with long-term relationships, so they're just taking a leap of faith because they are very much in love, and after all, that's what we all do when we're in love. So they're no different from anyone else. So this is the Two of Gabriel next. So this relates to the bond that keeps bringing Shawn and Camilla back together. And I think Shawn especially is looking for ways to move this to the next level. They may be discussing increasing their level of commitment to each other in some way. Say they're possibly talking about moving in together. There does seem to have been something, you know, about a long-term future here together. The thing is, twos in the tarot, and this is the two of Gabriel, often represent decisions of some sort. It looks like with this Two of Gabriel, they are making a decision about moving in together. I know Camilla was taking things slowly because she had recently come out of a relationship, but now I think she feels she's ready to consider taking things to a new level with this relationship. And Shawn is definitely someone she can rely on. So the next card is the Page of Rafael. So I feel this relates to Shawn, and he's been a very romantic partner lately, and he likes to surprise Camilla with gifts and tokens of his appreciation, type of thing. I also feel their connection is deepening and they are very much in love, and I think they are just trying to have fun in the moment together and not worry about things. I think they're at a point in this relationship when they feel anything is possible, but I think it's more Shawn who knows what he wants already, and he wants a life with Camilla for definite. He wants a long-term future with Camilla and feels he's waited a long time for a chance to be with her, because they were friends for a long time, but he couldn't quite move it to that step of dating her. But now he's with her, and now he is with her, he doesn't want to lose her. He feels he's fought to get someone he loves, and now Camilla loves him too. So I really hope these two do last. So let's see what else we have in this reading. We have the 10 of Rafael. I feel this relates to the happiness and contentment that Shawn and Camilla are feeling with this relationship they're in. This card is about following your heart and trusting your feelings to guide you. There is love and commitment being shared here, and I feel like all of this is spilling over into their other relationships with friends and family, where they are enjoying fun and good times with everyone around them. I do think Camilla and Shawn have a positive outlook to life in general, and this helps their relationship too. They are also at a stage when they are very emotional with each other, and emotional about their romance, as it has become more intense lately. I think they've been together about 9 months now, and they feel very protective about what they have together, because they are so famous. Everything else seems to be made public about their lives, and so they feel their romance and love for each other is their only bit of sanity they have left. So they are trying not to talk about it publicly. I also feel they have moved on, and they are like being a team together against disbelievers who have questioned whether their relationship is real or a show. I'm talking about like the newspapers, perhaps, and any media, and it's nice to see them sticking up for their relationship like that, because it does prove that they believe in it and they feel that it's worth fighting for. So that's a commitment to the relationship in itself, and it shows they feel aligned on a deeper level. Someone is thinking that this person is the one, and I think this is Shawn. I feel he's getting serious in this romance, but they would both like it to last because they're having such a good time together now. So I'm glad it's going well at the moment. So I think I'm just going to get my oracle cards and see if we can get any more messages for these two. So messages about Shawn and Camilla. Are there any more messages about Shawn and Camilla? Messages about Shawn and Camilla. Messages about Shawn and Camilla. Let's put those there. Move those forward a little bit. Now let's see what the first one we have is. The first one is release your ex. So I feel this relates to Camilla because I'm getting that this is about her ex Matthew. And as you can see, this card was in the past position. So she has been hurt, and she thought that her relationship with Matthew was more stable and he'd be more understanding about her career commitments and about singing and performing with Shawn. But he wanted her to end her friendship with Shawn and not to collaborate with him on songs. So Camilla had invested a lot of emotions and time and love into that relationship, but when the chips were down, it felt like he was just manipulating her, because she was a lot younger than him and hadn't had a lot of experience with relationships. And Camilla was trying to juggle a lot of career projects and felt drained and not understood and restricted. So in the end, she felt a bit like a trinket on his on his arm, just someone for him to show off to people like a trophy. So Camilla was in fact healing at the start of her relationship with Shawn, and wasn't even sure if she should date Shawn at first, because she didn't want to go through all the hurt again. So I feel she's been emotionally and energetically releasing her ex, with the help of Shawn being there for her and reassuring her that he's not like that, and that he is a stable, honest, genuine guy who really wants the best for her, and he does. But she didn't want the past to ruin her happiness, and Shawn does have genuine feelings for Camilla. He had feelings for her even when she was with Matthew, but he kept them to himself until she decided to leave Matthew, because at the start Shawn and Camilla were just good friends, and Shawn had always hoped and really wanted Camilla to be his girlfriend even before. So he's always been there for her in times of need, because he fell in love with her a long time ago, before she even knew that he had feelings for her. So let's see what the next card is. So the next card is Deception. So I don't know, you can see that, but there's a person here with a mask on there. So this card is about the past again, and it's about Camilla's past relationship with her ex. He was wearing a false mask in the relationship, and Camilla thought that he wanted the same things and she would have all the freedom she needed, because Matthew was giving her the impression that they would live happily ever after. So in the end she felt emotionally cheated in the relationship, because he wasn't fully invested in it, and she had made herself very vulnerable in the relationship. He saw it as a relationship where she had to live by his rules. He also thought that Shawn was trying to take Camilla away from him, and this caused a lot of rows. So that kind of split them up. So the next card is Love Yourself First. So this relates to both Shawn and Camilla, and I think they have helped each other with this in their close relationship. And they're definitely helping each other heal from past hurts. I mean, they are still working on all of this, but they've helped each other grow a lot, and they give each other space to do their own thing, and that's always good. Shouldn't ever suffocate a partner. They have learned a lot of lessons from their past and become more patient with love. So they are on this journey of self-growth and self-respect and finding out what makes each other tick. I do feel Shawn is very loving and gentle towards Camilla, and I was asked if he is genuinely in love with her, and he is. And Camilla went a little slower in this relationship at first. She didn't let herself get involved as quickly, because she had been hurt and very recently come out of a relationship. So she needed to get over her ex first. And yes, Shawn did love her first, because he's loved her for a long time, but Camilla does love Shawn now as well. So let's see what the next card is. And we have it is safe for you to love. This card relates to Camilla, and at the start of her relationship with Shawn, she was protecting her heart, but with Shawn's gentleness and kindness, she's been able to trust again and let any barriers down. He's really been there for her, and he's let her go at her own pace in this relationship and let her lead with that. And because this just started as a friendship romance in the beginning, and then when Camilla was ready, things developed into a meaningful, deeper romance. So Shawn kind of came to Camilla's rescue. He does seem to be that sort of guy. So here we are. We have the chemistry card. So this relates to Shawn and Camilla. They have these strong feelings for each other that they have tried to suppress in the past when they just had their friendship. But all these feelings came rushing to the surface again when they got together to do their song and video, Senorita. And they realised they share a lot of chemistry too. And once Camilla had split up with her ex, it gave Shawn the green light to go ahead and pursue Camilla, who he was already in love with, but kept that to himself in those days because she was with someone else. And he wanted to respect her wishes and feelings. I think Shawn is very thoughtful like that, and is very caring towards Camilla. So let's see what the next card is. So this card is give your relationship a chance. So this relates to Shawn persuading Camilla to give their relationship a chance because he really wanted them to be together. Shawn is in this deep and he'll do anything for this to work. He really loves Camilla a lot. Camilla loves him too, but she needed to work through a few things that needed to be healed at first, and one was getting over her past relationship. And I do feel she has moved on now, and that's thanks to Shawn's help and care, because he's very supportive to Camilla. Also, she needed some reassurance from Shawn that they were doing the right thing, because they'd been friends for such a lot of years and had feelings in the past for each other, but Camilla was afraid Shawn might be too young to handle love, because this is Shawn's first real love. But in fact, Shawn is very mature for his age, and he wants to press on with this, and he can handle a long-term relationship. Camilla has been in love before, but the love she now has for Shawn is much deeper than she's had before, because this is a recent thing. Their love's deepened, because I think they've been together about 9 months solid now, so they know where they are with that. But Shawn's love for Camilla has always been strong. He was just playing the waiting game, hoping that she would feel things too, which she now does. So Shawn's patience paid off. They say everything comes to those who wait, and it certainly did for Shawn. So let's see what the next card is. And this is very soon. So this card is simply about making decisions, and the decisions they're making, whatever they feel is going to be best for the both of them. As you can see, the couple are embraced there, thinking about things. I'm getting that Shawn is a very genuine, honest guy, and he's trusting his feelings, and he wants to move forward with this. I think we are going to be seeing these two move in together, because Shawn just wants to be with Camilla. That's it. So the next card is, this could be the one. So this card relates to Camilla, I feel, because she was seeking a relationship that would be completely different from anything that she's known before. But she was looking in all the wrong places, as we often all do. Also, because her and Shawn were such good friends, she didn't see him in that way. I mean, he was just a good friend. Because when things didn't work out in her previous relationship, she was like, well, where is this romantic guy who can protect and care about me and wants the same as me? And all the time he was under her nose, only she couldn't see it. So, but the thing is, Shawn could see it. So I feel fate brought these two together for a reason, and I feel that was to enjoy the full potential of each other in this relationship, and to let Camilla know also that she could find the love she was looking for. I feel like Shawn just came right out with it in the end. Sort of, hey, what about me? What about us? Stop friend zoning me and give me a chance. And she did. And and now she loves him too, which is really lovely. So I feel like there's a lot of people who might be friends with someone who could be the right person, but they don't always see it. So this last card is true love. So this card looks promising. So the first thing this card relates to is they are genuinely in love. I feel this is Shawn's first real love and Camila's deepest. I feel that recently there's definitely been so much emotion between them and a lot of love shared, and it's been going on verbally and spiritually between them. There is in fact a divine nature at work here, and Shawn's love is deep and genuine for Camila and vice versa. They have had their issues, nothing major in the past, you know, petty squabbles and issues. Well, they will arise in the future, but they can both overcome any issues that arise because they share a lot of compassion, kindness and courtesy towards each other. But things are very good between these two at the moment, and that's the main thing. And what I'm getting is we will be seeing these two move in together, especially if Shawn gets his way. I feel Camila is a little scared because things have been moving very quickly lately, and she wants to make sure it's the right time for them to sort of live together. So, but Camila just feels like that, so nothing will go wrong. She's just playing it safe, but Camila has no worries there because Shawn is all in and he really wants this to work. So I hope it all works out for them and they stay as happy as they are now. So anyway, that's the end of the reading. Bye for now. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one.